This week we're going to take an updated look at USDA crop condition ratings for beans. We're also going to take a look at the short-term forecast here as we move into the last few days of June and wrap things up looking at trends in export sales. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last 10 days of June here, and the soybean market remains historically volatile. Let's start out this week looking at trends in the USDA crop condition ratings. Let's take a look at our nationwide map. Now, as usual, here our red circles depict a deterioration in good to excellent ratings compared to last week, and the green circles imply improvement in good to excellent versus last week. Notice nationwide we did see good to excellent decline 2 points to 68%. However, that's still well above last year at 60%. Really, the only areas we saw improvement across the country this week were Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Mississippi, and then North Carolina. All the other states the USDA tracks deteriorated a bit. Modest deterioration, but something to note as we move along. Now let's take a look at our aggregate crop condition index. And that deterioration is noted in the aggregate crop condition index. It seems kind of like we're in the middle of the road here for the last several years in terms of the aggregate condition index. It's well above some of these years such as 2019, but now it's notably below a year like 2018 or also 2016. So a long way to go in the growing season for beans, but we'll be tracking this for you weekly. Of course, one of the key things affecting beans now as we move into later part of June into July will be the weather. Let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Now we're going to backtrack a week here a bit. This is a 30-day precip total from last week. So it just gives you an idea where we were a week ago. Now let's move forward to this week. You can see across the map here, there's a few more dark red areas sprinkled in there. For example, across Minnesota, across parts of southern Illinois, as well as parts of northern Indiana. So things are drying out a bit as we move into this latter part of June. Now let's look at the next week. We're looking at these blue boxes here. Those areas depict the best chances over the next week for a ½ inch of rain. Notice that across the eastern belt there really isn't any blue box highlighted there, so not much rainfall over the next week in the eastern belt. Parts of the western belt, parts of Kansas, moving into southeast Nebraska, as well as up in the northern areas of Wisconsin and Minnesota look like their best chances. Now let's look at the next 14 days. The yellow area would depict normal amounts of precip the next 14 days. The darker areas depict drier areas. You can see there's quite a bit of dryness across the heart of the Corn Belt. Really, the only areas I highlighted a moment ago that looks like it's going to get some rainfall and get normal amounts would be that northern Corn Belt, northwest Corn Belt, and northern plains. The thing that's kind of holding back or pressuring the market, though, despite this dryness, is the fact that it's going to be cool. If you look at our final weather slide here, from June 27th to July 1st, all across that area, it looks like it's going to be cooler than normal across the heart of the soybean belt. So very early yet in the soybean growing season, but something to keep an eye on moving forward. Let's switch gears briefly now and look at export sales trends. Now we're looking at this regularly now. Last week we highlighted we've surpassed the USDA forecast for the year now, and so it really comes down to, will those shipments to unknown destinations, and China in particular, will they actually be shipped or will they be switched to Brazil? Here's a yellow flag that surfaced last week. Notice that we saw a cancellation of 100,000 tons to unknown destinations on Wednesday, June 22nd. June 15th, beg your pardon. Notice, 100,000 tons, but it is a yellow flag that those sales are in the books, but until they're shipped, they're not actually in the port and on their way to their destination. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November soybean futures. Now, November soybean futures, as we move into this latter part of June here, is trading near $15.10 a bushel. That's very close to the highest price ever for late June. The only year that's been slightly above that was 2008. So as always, we strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us, 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.